Hello, I'm back with a summer pickup, and I might not have a much, but it's summertime. I don't know. We can't really find anything, or stuff's been kind of dry. I made a humor joke there, maybe. I'm not sure, but let's just continue on. So, I got Control Ultimate Edition for the Xbox One.
Xbox Series X.
Well, the X, yes.
Not Xbox One.
Oh, you're right.
And we also have to say a sad goodbye to the Xbox 360 store.
Oh, yes, that closed just yesterday, I believe. Or, yeah, one time. Well, speaking of a 360, we got Minecraft for the 360. This is probably one of the better ones. The new one, I don't know. Now, next one, Tomb Raider for PC. It's a Peggy version. I don't know.
Well, I think it's kind of cool because it's like one of the last few,
Well, yeah, I can't remember.
It's
the last Tomb Raider, right?
No, what I'm saying is like it's the PC version, and it's like, most stuff is on Steam nowadays, and
that's true.
I don't know, it's kind of cool.
It was the best E3 award of IGN's show in 2012. Yeah. I don't know, Tomb Raider. The first game was... The polygons scared me as a kid, but that's just when you grow up. I thought that was the best graphics in the world. Alright, next. This is a little 3DS game. Hometown Story. It's based on the people who made the Harvest Moon game. You run your own shop, meet characters, and it's kind of like Harvest Moon. So you sell stuff at a shop, get married. It's like typical Harvest Moon stuff. Now, another one as well is Rune Factory 2 for the DS. It's a fantasy Harvest Moon game. You do farming, go to dungeons, stuff like that. The same thing. Next, Street Fighter V Champion Edition. This is all the DLC. Yeah, multiple modes. There's a weird cheerleader on the back, I think.
Weird cheerleader.
Or I don't know, someone looked like it. I don't know. Street Fighter's Champion. It'll be interesting. Next, Horizons Forbidden West.
The sequel.
Yes, from Horizons. I played a little bit of Horizons. I've enjoyed it. Forbidden West, I need to play more. The Lego game they announced is going to be an interesting one.
I think the Lego game might be really interesting.
Yes, it's a very weird one. Next, it's Trails Through Daybreak. So, this one, I think it's...
Does it focus on the after story of
Cold
Steel, or is it a whole different story?
It's a different storyline. The Trails of Cold Steel series ended with... Oh, do I have it in the background? Yes! This one. That's what this one ends with, the Empire, Crossbell series and stuff like that. It all wraps up in that game. This is a new game.
Interesting. So a new...
Yes, but it came out... I want to say it came out a little bit. It takes a few years before they come back into the U.S., which...
It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird. When you see Pokemon can translate a whole entire game and release it worldwide. But I guess not to judge. Next, Soul Calibur 2 for the PlayStation 2.
Soul Calibur 2 for the PlayStation 2.
And, it has some guy from Tekken. The guy with it looks like a weird, mean scientist guy.
He's not a scientist.
He looks like one. He looks crazy. Yes, Soul Calibur 2. Oh. Yes, gaming manuals. Something that I really miss in
modern day gaming.
Yes. Next, Atari Flashback Volume 2 I got. And Atari Flashback Collection. Oops,
you're throwing
Volume
everything.
1. Yeah, they're Atari games for the Xbox.
That's pretty cool.
Yes, they have the, Atari games. Next, another one. I got Hot Shot Tennis for the PS2, but Yeah, it's tennis for the PlayStation 2. Yeah, another manual. Like, look, like, do they have art like this anymore or advertising for a quiz game?
Nope, they don't.
Well, I never would play a quiz game.
Well, advertisement just is non-existent anymore.
This is the way you had to look at the background covers of a thing to make sure they were good.
Exactly.
Hot Shot Tennis, well, Sony. It's a Sony game.
Now,
Next.
that one is kind of buzzy. You already owned it.
Well, I own it for the PS2.
No, you already owned it,
Yes.
but you fixed the cover.
Well, yeah, I fixed it up.
Yeah.
It's for the 360. I mean, it's the last. Well, it's some Xbox 360's got HD games, but they still released on PlayStation 2. Well, next, Tony Hawk's.
This was a launch Xbox
Yeah, it's a
360
launch.
title.
American Wasteland. It's a Tony Hawk game. I'm pretty sure it's like Underground. Well, no. Is it
Could be similar to Underground, maybe.
Is it Underground that I'm talking? Yeah, I think it's Underground. Yeah, it's a Tony Hawk game. Skateboarding. Well, now next, the last in the Burger King trilogy that I have completed is Pocket Bike Racers. So this one is looks like Mario Kart to me.
You'll do a video eventually.
I will. I gotta cover it now. Next one. This screams early 2000s. Aggressive Inline for the GameCube. It's a skating game. You ever rollerblade or skate? Oh, look at the background. See, like, you think this looks cool, mister?
Looks cool.
Oh, made by Acclaim.
Claim no longer exists.
No, they made the Burnout series. Oh,
And Blockbuster.
yeah, it came from Blockbuster. Well, the DVD case. This is not an official GameCube case, is it?
No.
Yeah.
Well, now you know.
Yeah,
That's all the games you have, correct?
Yes.
Now what else do you have? Just like some extra stuff that are
Well,
kind of cool pickups.
This one I got.
You'll probably make a video on it, correct?
Yes. Well, I guess a little bit of a background. I went to a local game store, and they had this, and it's at the right price because these are expensive. The new Nintendo 3DS XL, but it's a Japanese version. But
It's not the XL, but
Well, it's not the
It
XL.
is a new Nintendo
Yes.
3DS.
but it is jailbroken, so I can play American games on this, and it's modded, so I could emulate games if I wanted to.
Nice.
It's also in Japanese, but I don't know. I think that was a cool one. These ones they're very expensive to find, and I got it at a good price because they're hard to find and they're expensive. Well, I guess in my next part of the pickups, anime.
Well, just Blu-rays.
Blu-rays of anime DVDs, maybe.
Okay. Well, what do you have?
Well, you need to still watch this. I would recommend this. I thought I looked at it and said, this is very dumb, but it's actually very surprising. I enjoyed it. It entertained me. Reincarnated as a vending machine. This one, this one is okay. It's an OP one. I'm pretty sure people don't like it. Now, this one, if you're looking for like a Konosuba type of humor, this one, Handyman Saito. It's a handyman in another world.
I liked it when I watched it.
Yes, I love the wizard in it. He's very funny. Well, next, this is another surprising one. I didn't know. I had the first one. It's an okay series, but I never thought they would announce a season 2 for this. So,
Well, you were lucky.
I know it's a shocker because usually stuff like this, they don't give a season 2 on. Other ones get priorities.
That is true.
Now this one is another one. I think it's an interesting premise. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a sucker for fantasy, or maybe I'm just, I don't know.
You're just a guy.
Yeah, I can't figure it out which one I want. But yeah, he goes to another world. He gets powers. Then he has the powers and goes to his other normal world. So he can teleport between the two worlds, which I guess is something Well, I don't know. It's hard to say. They all run in together, in my opinion, all the fantasy animes. Now, last and not least for my pickups, I got a manga. It's a thick one.
Oh, that's a big one.
Yes, it's a dictionary.
Oh, dictionary.
Initial D with volumes 1 and 2 in it. So now, this is an interesting thing about the Initial D series. When they localized it when it first came out. It was made by Tokyo Pop, and they Americanized the names. So animes kind of Americanized them.
Well, that's how they did it back when.
Yes, they did it back then. I don't know, they didn't think it would work, or
they just thought people
would not be interested in someone named Takumi Fujiwara.
Couldn't pronounce it.
Him.
Americans can't pronounce that name.
Yeah, well, but I'm just saying, though, it's an 8.6. Or I think it's the Toyota Corolla model. It has 90s Japanese cars, which I have a very
You're a sucker for them.
Oh, I am. Not like you. But yeah, this one is more Americanized for the 2020 because the ones I've seen, it's like, oh, I'll show you an example quickly. This guy's name's Keisuke Takahashi. They call him KT in the Tokyo Pop one. Or one they Americanized, they named him Cole in the series. So I don't know. Just
you don't like Cole.
Well, no, it's just that it bothers me because then I just feel like
it ruins
it.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion, but I don't want to get into that. That'll be another maybe video one day.
On a tangent of yours.
Oh yes, or a rant, but I don't want to do that. So
yeah, you will.
Oh, never. But yeah, that's all I got for this one. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you in my next one.